Hello, everybody. Welcome to Scotty's Side. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate that. I got a kind of a different video. I don't usually do this shit. It says, my view of love has transformed completely on semen retention, aka not jacking it. Another very small channel, Max Effort Maxwell, 37 views, 215 subscribers. Well, let's see what he has to say, huh? Let's go.
What's up, guys? Maxwell here. Wanted to do a quick video,
Okay.
uh, just to like transfer the energy of the thought when it's still fresh in my head, and that thought as a whole
Energy.
is just talking about how I just see myself so much differently on this journey. Like in this journey,
Okay.
in general, when you're retaining your energy, retaining your sexual energy, you just see love so much differently.
Okay.
Like I had another video before or I recorded earlier this week that I was going to post, but I'm not thinking of posting.
Okay.
That more so is going to be archived at some point, just because it just doesn't have the same effect. But really, there's so much heart that you start to pour out to not only yourself but to other people on this journey.
Okay.
It's actually incredible because when you're respecting yourself by retaining this energy, you're not like spilling your seed everywhere.
Okay.
You not only are you practicing love for yourself, but you're actually training yourself to love other people. And because you're rewiring your mindset to say, hey, I respect who you are as a person. I respect what you're, who God created you to be. I don't see you as an object. I see you as, child of God, woman of God. That is, you really you start to transform with that, and not even start, like the transformation is just already taking place. And it's, I know as the more and more I make these videos, I'm going to keep seeing so many people just projecting their insecurities in the comments, saying you're wasting your time, you're missing out on a lot, oh my gosh.
By
And
jacking
just
off?
completely miss the message of this video, completely miss the point, this bigger spiritual implication of what I'm saying. And I'm not expecting people to understand these. It's more so, if God is leading you to do something, you do it. And if something's being led by God, it's being led out of love. And there's just so many people, so many Christians out there that they put on this facade that they love people. They put on this facade that I'm saying all these things, therefore I am all these things. And that's not to say that we're all guilty of doing that at some point, where we say something and then we don't actually mean it. But it's where the heart posture is. And being on this journey has just taught me so much about how to mature in the heart posture. And it's just really inspiring, because just for so long in the past, I thought that love was solely, you just have to say something. You have to say something with your words. And if it's not said with the words, then it's just not felt. Which makes sense, because love is a complicated just feeling. It's a complicated just phenomenon that God creates. But the more I've gone on this journey, the more I've been able to unpack the layers of what love actually is. And it's taught me so much about just the ways that I used to perceive love, whether that's to my family, friends, people around me. That is evolving. That makes me want to not only forgive myself, but also in some regard forgive the people who, I've kind of unintentionally manipulated in terms of loving in the wrong way. Not to say I haven't been forgiving. I've always, there are times I notice myself, I'm too forgiving. I tell myself I need to say sorry.
Okay. Oh boy, I'm gonna interrupt really quick here. It's just, boy, that was a lot to unpack, and it's kind of weird, from my perspective, this whole energy thing, and you lose me with the God stuff, because as most of you know, I don't believe in God. But I mean, is there some truth or some kind of good that will come out of, not jacking it every day or at all? Probably, yeah. Because, and I've seen this before, and I believe there's some kind of studies out there about this, I think. Um, by not jacking off every day, because it saps your energy. It saps your will to go out there and do things and be productive and make something of your life and just talk to people, interact, and all that kind of stuff. And it can lead to sexual dysfunctions and all that kind of stuff. So I get where he's coming from. He's kind of explaining it a little weird, in my opinion. Um, and I think he's trying to say something personal while not getting too personal. He's having some trouble articulating, it seems like. But um, yeah, no, I think it's a good idea not to fucking whack off every day or multiple times a day. It's probably not a good thing because you're not going to get anything done. You're not going to be able to focus. I mean, I've noticed it in my life when I am in situations or whatever where I can't, or I'm retaining, if you will. Um, I have more energy. I want to get out and do things. I want to go. I have more life in me, if you will. So now he's putting it into spiritual perspective, religious perspective, which is fine, which is great. If that's the way he's taking it, cool. If that's the way you want to take it, cool. To me, I'm looking at it more of a biological thing, but it's the same idea. Where, and yeah, it can change your idea on what love is. And again, he's putting it more of a religious, spiritual perspective. Cool. But yeah, I think I get what he's trying to say. I'm not 100% against semen retention, not jacking off. Look, if it's going to keep you from getting in a fight or stabbing someone, yes, go do what you got to do, guy. Okay? Go take care of business. But other than that, just control yourselves, in my opinion. Kind of a different video, I know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Take care of yourselves, guys. Take care of each other. I will see you in the next one. Bye.